Welcome everybody to the Oversalt Grand Finals, and we'll be seeing Questionmark versus Samclan Outcast. Questionmark battling the way through the semi-finals as we've just covered. What do you joined by me?
I believe that
Skyscraper.
it's actually. Hey man, how you doing? I was just gonna say, I believe we're actually watching a third and fourth match and not a grand finals, because unfortunately, Questionmark did just lose in the semis against Indignation, so they're gonna be playing for third and place against Samclan.
Debated. Anyways,
moving into Route 66. God, I'm of course gonna say that I'm hoping for some DPS comps, but I mean, in the past we've said that a lot, and there has been no DPS that comes out. Once again, this is a good possibility for triple DPS and attack, actually.
Well, like every payload map, probably run out 3-3. Let's just face it. However,
sadly.
we've seen DPS run quite a lot on this. Oh, I am hoping for it.
Yeah, no. Hopefully, some good double sniper could be interesting. I mean, Sombra probably might be a good pick on this map, whether it be in goats or triple. So I want to see what they run.
Oh, it looks like if you're not familiar with Clockwork Vendetta, then allow me to educate you a little bit. Clockwork Vendetta is a one-trick team that made their way to contenders with the composition that looks like it's being run by Samclan Outcasts, with the Mei and Torbjorn, Orisa and Roadhog, and the Mercy and Zenyatta. A little bit of variation, as it's supposed to be Anna and Zenyatta, I believe, but there's a little bit of variation in there. Maybe just polish it up a little bit. I don't exactly know what Questionmark is trying to run here, as they've all locked DPS with only Dave on the Anna. However, she'll see what they're going to roll out, and Striver is going on to Lucio here.
For DPS comp, Questionmark? Probably, they're doing a Sombra Scout. That's quite a good move, actually. They're going to see the Clockwork comp, be able to switch adequately. Yeah, definitely Halo there on the Sombra Sing.
Oh, looks like some sort of Winston Sombra 3-3, or maybe even... what are we going to see from Questionmark here?
Hammond triple DPS.
Hammond triple DPS with the Mercy. Halo getting dangerously low right off the bat, as well as Toast. You have to be careful because those Mays and Torbjorns can actually do some quite decent long-range damage. However, KLD is coming in with the boot, but there's a clutch shield in the way protecting the tanks. However, you still have Jimsat still on the top. However, Toast is just going to find all of the picks onto everything. He's going ham on that Farah pick right now. And Alf with a final pick onto Jimsat. It looks like it's going to be it's the Questionmark show here.
Yeah, no, Toast played that really well in combination with KLD, who just came through and kind of disrupted everything. Toast took that opportunity to kind of get the picks individually, and especially when he got the backline, there's not much a Samclan could do. So, yeah, that's really well played from Questionmark.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to push the payload right up to the first checkpoint here. Halo building that EMP as well, and with Toast coming up to the barrage, you have some really deadly ultimates. We see the switch to the Winston 3-3 onto the side of Samclan Outcast. But however, we can see what this EMP barrage is going to try and do. We see the EMP coming in and Toast with the barrage. However, Albino managed to find the pick onto KLD, and it looks like Samclan Outcast are going to clutch this here.
Yeah, that was really well played by Samclan Outcast. I believe the EMP and the barrage came out from Questionmark, who are now switching over to Float, I believe.
Yeah, I was just wondering why Bob disappeared then, actually. But yeah, it looks like some sort of Winston 3-3 with Dave on the Anna. We already know that Dave is strong on this Anna as well, and with a nano boost to give, and it goes straight onto KLD, and he's going straight in there. But the Transcenders from Foof trying to counteract that a little bit. Streebor needs to be careful. He's getting low there in the backline, but it doesn't seem to matter because he's still going to find the pick onto Albino there. And it looks like KLD is going to try to advance onto the tanks here. Managed to try and get a little dive onto Foof. Streebor is finding some frags at the moment, with the pick onto Jumsap as well on the Brigitte, and onto Raiden on the Zarya as well. Streebor for MVP, guys.
Yeah, no, he's really cleaning up. It's really interesting to see, actually, Dave playing the Anna a bit further back. We had Toasty carrying the payload for quite a while, and that did enable him to peel for the Dave when Albino was coming through. He did die quite early, which is probably why Questionmark took that fight as easily as he did.
I'm just watching KLD just try and body block Samclan Outcast from coming out of the door here.
That's
the
something
bomb
you can
comes
do.
in. Raiden actually with the pick on Streetball trying to get some revenge from that little massacre he did back there. And it looks like they're just going to try and battle it out. A lot of ultimates used actually from the side of Questionmark. KLD actually managing to find a few with the Graviton Surge from Alpha as well. And it looks like maybe Questionmark can clutch this. Indeed they can.
That was really well played from Questionmark, actually. That primal coming out at the end, which I wonder if it was necessary, but he's doing a good job of keeping the deeper off the point. The only problem is they're not going to have many ults coming into the next fight. They're only going to have possibly a beat. Although Outcasts don't have much either, except for maybe a Nano. Switching over to a Rhine, actually, that could be interesting for the inside.
Oh yeah, with the switch onto the Reinhardt, I don't see how you could get much value with Winston here. There is high grounds to contest, but I feel like the Reinhardt is much better with the thin corridors you can protect with the shield. That said, KLD is going to be playing the corners here, making sure his shield doesn't get too low before engaging. Streebo has a sound barrier here, so he can counteract anything Booth tries to do with the nano boost here. And you also have Dave coming in with a nano boost of his own, and Halo with a Diva Bomb as well. So let's see what comes out here. Nano boost going straight onto KLD as per usual. And Albino is just going to charge back with the nano boost coming into it. Shatter coming in from KLD. Halo with a pick onto Gem Sap as a result. And it looks like Questionmark are going to be rolling their way through. And we have a pause.
That's a bit of a suspicious pause. Anyway, looks like a DC by Raiden. Apparently he crashed. This is quite interesting, actually. Looking at this position right now, Questionmark are in a really strong position to take this first payload without even getting stopped. Albino and Koja are kind of zoned off to the left, being kept there by Streba, who I think still has his boost, and Toasty, who appears to be coming down from the high ground. And on the other hand, we have KLD looking like he's about to destroy Futh. So
also, I really hope that Raiden didn't have a Graviton Surge when he disconnected, because that would be a huge loss due to a computer failure. What an unlucky. He's literally the unluckiest player at the moment.
Yeah, no, that would be a huge sad face if he DC'd with a Graviton Surge. And his team that already have many ults to kind of get this point back, because they're going to have not much time and a lot to do. We only see that Kyuja has the beat, which he might actually put down straight out the bat to push him and Albino onto the point. Albino. Anyway, Questionmark do have a few more ults with the bomb. I'm not sure if it's a bomb or a mech coming through. And then they have the Graviton Surge and the beat from Streba.
Yeah, Halo also has this bomb to try and zone them off the payload at the last minute as well. So we can try and see what comes out here. What I'd like to see, Koja might be able to clutch this out with a sound barrier, and got to remember that Samclan Outcasts do have a respawn advantage here. So even with the Graviton Surge, unless you kill a full team, they're going to be able to stall this point and just keep on rolling and rolling, possibly even if they're getting the Wrecking Ball out, they will literally be rolling and rolling and stalling out that point there. But go on.
You know, I was saying I reckon what would be quite interesting now is actually be inside the team voice chats and see what they're talking about, because this is quite a long pause. I'm wondering how much of their pause they're draining out. And I think that both teams are going to come into this fight really clear into what they have to do. So I think it's going to be a great fight to watch, knowing that both teams really have had that time to plan it out.
Yes, exactly. But with Gem Sap, well, there's one thing I want to talk about. Gem Sap going down right as this pause connects as well.
Yeah, he went down just before the pause, which is quite interesting to see. He's not going to be back. He's probably got another 4 seconds on the respawn and then time to get out of the gates. So there's going to be no stun on the Rhine.
Well, it looks like that Raiden is going to be launching right now, but I'm just going to say, Futh is in trouble. If you can see Futh right there, Futh is in trouble here.
He's screwed.
He is staring in the face of a Reinhardt and a Diva that's just going to boost right into him. Futh is in so much trouble right now, especially with KLD. And we've already seen what a powerhouse he is on this Reinhardt. And with the Grav coming in from Alf to try and save his life, maybe get some of those respawns sucked up into the doors. So we can try and see what comes out here. Hopefully Raiden gets back soon so we can get back into the action. And speaking of the devil, and he shall arrive, there he is. and hopefully he readies up quite soon. Come on, Raiden, we're waiting for you, buddy. No pressure.
I think he's just put out the ready, and to be honest, I really can't see Samclan Outcast winning this fight. I'm really sorry, but it just looks like they're a bit down they're in a down position, and it's going to be really hard for them to come back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Raiden, but he is going to be coming back on full HP from spawn. But however, he's going to have 0 energy, assuming he's going to play Zarya. Unless he rolls out on the Doomfist or Wrecking Ball or something here to try and get back to the point quickly, try and see some of question mark off, and try and get some value out of that.
Yeah, no, we're just waiting on the pause for the restart, but I just wanted to quickly talk about the fact that all through this map or this push, it has really just been one push for Questionmark. They've played really actively, and they have just managed to kind of aggro their way and crunch their way through Samclan. I mean, they've had a few switches along the way, but I haven't seen much resistance put up by Samclan, so it's quite interesting to see how, even with their few switches, they kind of managed to muscle their way through Samclan, who always seemed to be on the second foot, switching to counter what Questionmark were putting out.
Question time.
Question time. Oops.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be question time for Samclan Outcast. It's going to be the question: how are you going to beat this awesome run by Questionmark? Samclan's going to have to do So Samclan Outcast is going to have to do just that much better than Questionmark, but I don't really see how it's possible. They have just put up stellar performance just all throughout this map. There might be a little bit of accidents here and there, but it's all gone and worked out in the end, and they've got right up to this moment. And we are just going to be waiting for the unpause now. It should have happened about 3 minutes ago, but it's fine. We can do it. We can wait a little bit longer.
We're having some fun in the chat with all the players spamming the R, and here we go.
Will Foof survive? 3, 2, 1. Oh, he missed the chance.
He did.
Foof is going to manage to survive, but the Graviton Surge comes in, and there he goes. It looks like that the Questionmark is going to push the payload, and maybe Streamor is going to use the sound barrier here to try and counteract this May, freezing on the payload, trying to freeze people off at least. It looks like a bunch of swaps coming in. Koja is going to try and use the sound barrier. Hateful with 2 on the Diva Ball, and it looks like Questionmark are going to take this. Well done to Questionmark. You did have a little bit of an advantage, but a match is a match. Well done to Questionmark there for such stellar first few pushes.
Yeah, no, that was a huge bomb from Halo in the end, but I was quite surprised actually. KLD missed the charge onto Few, and that was quite surprising to see actually.
Yeah, anyways, we're going to see what these teams roll out on as well. I would quite like to see more Clockwork Vendetta. I'm not going to say it was poorly executed. I just think they weren't really prepared for that Wrecking Ball composition that Questionmark were running, because we've pretty much only seen free from them at this point. And if any information was leaked about the semi-finals, then they would be knowing about what Questionmark is running. Maybe even scrims at least. But anyways, what do you think is going to come out here?
I don't know. It was really interesting to see Questionmark's Sombra Scout actually. So I'm wondering if. Oh no, it doesn't look like Samclan are going to do the same thing. But it's interesting to see the Dave on the Doomfist. I think we have seen him on the Doomfist before, and he's done some work. Similarly, we've got Toasty on the Sim, which is a really interesting comp. Kind of a variation of the 3-3. Oh my god, there goes Switch.
I think you'll find it was Toast on the Doomfist today. We saw the troll Doomfist, that was trying to trolling us while we were looking at the compositions in Spawn, but no, Dave is the flex support, unfortunately. Unless, Dave, you do want to give us some Doomfist,
I wouldn't mind. To watch. Yeah, no, that would be fun to watch. It's looking like a Mirror 3-3, actually. No, with the Sopra coming out for Raiden instead of the Diva. Yeah, that's how it's usually played. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not sure. Oh my god, look at Question Time holding quite aggressive actually with KLD pushing around the payload.
Yeah, Question Time is certainly going to be holding quite close here. It looks like KLD is going to be taking the head on Reinhardt, but actually manages to win just with a little bit of help of Alf. And then they're going to go to their spawn. They're going to go to their spawn again.
That is question marks.
Careful though, there's an anti-nade all over your team members. And Raiden is on the Sombra, so you have to keep track on where the Sombra is. It looks like he's just going to be looking around in the back line. He's trying to find a feasible target to hack here. KLD looks to be like a prime target, just try and get rid of that big old shield that he's trying to use. And there it is. The hack is coming in onto KLD. But Raiden actually manages to get picked by a headshot from Dave as well. And Alpha, the pick onto Albino, also is just trying to give Questionmark some He's just giving Questionmark some more oomph. They're just fueled. They're ready to go.
Yeah, no, 100%. And Halo's doing quite a good job of hunting out that Sombra. As you can see currently, he knows that the Sombra is coming out the left gate, and he's just waiting for him. So, yeah, no, Halo did a really good job. As soon as that hack came out on KOD, Halo went straight for the Sombra, and that's exactly what he should be doing on D.Va.
However, we see Alpha on this high ground going pretty much uncontested at this point. I mean, unless Alpha Gamer can fly up here and try and do something, he's not gonna get any value. And there is a prime example. The grab coming in onto Albino and Gemsap there is just gonna make Questionmark. I nearly said question time then, but who cares? It's either or at this point. I'm so sorry, Questionmark. But anyway,
yeah, no, that was a huge sweep. The grab was perfectly placed, and Alpha's playing really well on this high ground, and kind of even challenging Alpha Gamer to come disrupt him. But Alpha really didn't feel it that time, and that's what allowed the grab to come down and the wipe to go through.
Yeah, however, you might be down a grab, but you also have 4 or more ultimates coming in, especially with Toast on that rally. Give some extra aggressive power with the armor. You are so much more tanky. And Hayflow has a bomb here, so with no sound barrier from Kojia, he needs to use this bomb, otherwise it might not get any value here. However, KLD has a shatter, so there's always that. And there it is, KLD coming in with the shatter, manages to find Raiden here, but Fuf with the pick onto KLD as well from the Zenyatta spot. D.Va bomb coming in, the sound barrier coming in as well from Kojia to try and counteract it. However, the grab coming in from Alpha as well. Managed to find the pick onto Raiden. Transcendence coming in from Fuf trying to save his teammates, but it looks like he was too late to save the likes of Raiden. Oh no. Halo actually manages to find Albino there. Over Gemsap with the pick onto Toast as well. Fuf is just pushing the payload on this Zenyatta here. And Alpha Gamer also manages to win the D.Va duel. And it looks like this is a scrappy little fight we've got here. Bomb coming in from Alpha Gamer as well. But Gemsap is just going to WM1 with Brig and win.
Yeah, no, that was really well played by Samclan, actually. They managed to get the rotate around the right at the start of the fight. And now if you look at the ults, they're actually in a position where they have an extra ult. They have that shatter to use in the next fight. So they played really well. Swapped the positions kind of around by moving up the left or right, well, tunnel, as you would say. And kind of just managed to turn the tide of that whole fight. Yeah,
but in a heavy ultimate, in a fight with so many ultimates, who's counting really? Except us. Yeah, we do see Raiden coming up on another grab as well. He's getting dangerous as he goes through a grab. But if the Dave keeps hitting these shots on this Zenyatta pick, then he might not get a chance to use it here. Especially if Hayflow manages to find the pick on him. We see the shatter coming in from KLD as well, trying to get some value out of that. With 12 seconds left to go, it looks like it was kind of a waste. He might have needed that just for a last push. However, he's got a bomb and a rally coming in, especially with the Transcenders coming in from Dave as well. You're not going to be taking this point anytime soon, Samclan Outcast. I'm so sorry, but Questionmark takes this one, 1-0, Questionmark.
Once again, really well played to Questionmark. I was wondering how KLD was going to play that, but he kind of managed to hold out till the end and kept that shatter for the end, which did allow his team to kind of push through and finish that off. Ooh, nice highlight by KLD actually here.
We'll just Tesla cannon and grab and play the game.
Yeah, no, casual, yeah. He's GM, he doesn't care about any of these things.
Yeah, no. Whatever works, I guess.
Yeah, no. I wish I could play
He's
like
got
that.
a bigger brain than me, I can't really flame.
Huge M1 play.
He even said it himself.
Then again.
Even looking at Oh, sorry. It looks like we're going to be taking a look at King's Row next. So what do you expect to see apart from Reinhardt 3-3, which is probably what it's going to be?
Honestly, I don't know. I would probably say that this is a big map for Reinhardt 3-3. Maybe some Sombra variations, which are quite interesting on this map. This is also, I believe, where both the bunker and the triple DPS comps were born. So there is a possibility of us seeing some of that, but we have seen that KLD are quite strong with the 3-3. Sorry, not KLD, Questionmark. Quite strong with 3-3, especially with KLD on the Rhine. Yes, question time.
Anyways, I suspect some Reinhardt 3-3. Sombra isn't an uncommon pick on this map, as you said. It's got quite a lot of value with a lot of hidden away spots. You can hide that translocator to just try and disengage. But we are seeing a lot more bunker these days. And I would just kind of like to see what actually comes out. Should it not be Reinhardt 3-3? Just with it being such a powerful comp. I always wonder if these teams want to have a little bit of fun, try something different in a tournament match that matters.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised to actually see maybe some bunker clockwork on defense. That is something that it has been rising in popularity. So it could definitely be interesting, especially if they're expecting the attackers to go 3-3. It could be a good way to shut them down if the rotations are on point, but we all know that if bunker rotations aren't on point, it's just probably the worst comp you could play.
Yeah, but I don't expect the bunker rotations to be sloppy with these two. I mean,
agreed. Yeah, no, with the level of these teams, I definitely don't expect any sloppiness in the bunker rotations.
Oh yeah, no. With such a high level of play that we've been seeing already, especially from Questionmark, I don't really expect many failed rotations. Maybe a little bit of accidents here and there, but outside of that, I have seen pretty much little error from Questionmark at this point. Maybe a little bit of overcommitment issues with going to their spawn, especially from KLD. But when you've got such a big Reinhardt, then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
we're gonna see a Bastion composition. We're gonna see the Bastion bunker composition with Magical on the Baptiste here. So it's just a case of whether question time. I said it now. Questionmark can get rid of this bunker. But it looks like that. I don't know what Questionmark are going to be rolling out on. Are they going to be rolling out on this composition?
They're 100% going to be looking for Halo's going to be looking for picks, and I'm wondering if they're maybe just going to be looking to scout out the enemy composition. Ryan and Lucio going out for the scout, I'd say. Diva's following up.
We just see Reinhardt normal 3-3 coming out from Questionmark as well. Well, we'll see what Samclan Outcast can do with this Bastion composition. I wonder if Questionmark want to go out and switch, but it doesn't look like it. They're just going to shield that bunker through, and they're just going to play under it. The rotation actually doesn't come out. Albino's just going to sit up here and just try and take some poke a little bit. However, Questionmark are capping the point. There's nothing that we can really do with, especially with Alpha Gaming 92 getting DMEX'd there, and with more picks coming in, it looks like this is going to be taking fire. But they have to get rid of this Bastion. With being such a powerful hero, he could melt this team, and they do. Dave, and with more shots. Dave has been popping off this entire series.
Yeah, he really has. And honestly, Questionmark played that really well, coming out.
Get it out of your system, Sky. Come on.
Questionmark played that really well. Honestly, I really wasn't sure because the Bastion comp is a bit of a shutdown.
Oh, Albino, you're in trouble.
Oh yeah, he is.
And it looks like they're going to be pushing more at least. All 5 of them actually are going to be chasing poor Alpha Gamer here. He's just going to be trying to run away. But with Diva, you got your jet boost. There's nothing to really worry about. You've got such good spy ability, right? And with Samclan Outcast coming back in, it looks like Questionmark are going to be backing back up to the payload here. Just get sightline of the Brigitte. And it looks like Raiden's just going to be chilling in the backline on Sombra. Try and get a hack onto Toast, but Toast knows. Toast is spy checking Raiden. He actually manages to find the hit on Raiden. What an insane play from Toast! Oh my goodness!
Quite a big play, and we can see that Questionmark do have the ult advantage going.
Oh, there he is, Toast! What an amazing play on the Brigitte there. Yeah, and the Shatter also coming in from KLD actually manages to find a few in the front line. However, Albino keep picking off the carry into Dave as well there and just going in onto Toast as well. However, KLD with the fire strike onto Albino is going to try and counteract this a little bit. Alpha Gamer 92 just trying to slither in and out of the payload with this thin hitbox there. It doesn't matter. Questionmark are going to be taking this fight to their spawn once again, hopefully.
Yeah,
they're going to be sitting on the payload and trying to get the cap here. It looks like they might get the cap here.
Yeah,
Albino,
that was definitely...
Surely not, Albino. You're not thinking about touching this, are you?
That was a misplay from Albino, definitely. As we go on, we can definitely see, some sloppiness coming out from Samclan. That previous fight was a bit sloppy on their part. They kind of let themselves get split. And there again, Albino not pulling back when he should and going for the touch, which is what's going to cost them here. KLD.
However, I wouldn't count Samclan. I nearly said SoundCloud. Samclan, you've got me like this, man. Samclan Outcasts. I nearly had. I think Samclan Outcasts. I wouldn't count them out of this fight. because we have an EMP coming in from Raiden as well, and all these powerful ultimates that Questionmark has, you're not going to be able to use if you're going to have the EMP coming in from Raiden. However, the Graviton Surge comes in first. There goes the EMP as well. To Dave, however, is hitting so many shots, but the sound barrier is going to... He's just going to kind of protect the shatter from Albino there. KLD with more damage onto Albino there. And it looks like Questionmark here are going to be trying to take this. Raiden is going to try and stall the payload, especially with that sound barrier, giving him more survivability. He's off the map, but he translocates out, giving Questionmark the win, not the win for this push.
I'm really impressed with Questionmark's last push there. I'm pretty sure that they figured out with their big six that they knew that the Sombra was coming in, and that was probably their biggest weakness. So props to the shot caller there who realized that they had the EMP and who called to use the ult quite aggressively, as we saw the shatter come out real quick, followed up by the bomb, which meant that by the time the EMP came through, they'd already used 2 big ults to stop the backline of the team doing anything.
Also, I do just want to give a quick shout out to Toast for spy checking that Sombra so well, actually managing to find them with the whip shot. Does somebody want to kind of backban this guy for wall hacking, maybe? I don't know. You didn't have no Widowmaker or Hanzo, so you definitely couldn't see him. Maybe he's either got a huge brain or there's something in his computer that we don't know about, maybe.
No, I don't think there's any hacking going on, especially not at this level of play. But yeah, no. He did some incredible work, and definitely Questionmark here doing a really good job of showing us how clean they are. Both their D.Va players, when they had some, and Toast have done an incredible job of spy checking and making sure that they root out any enemy Sombras. So it's really interesting to see how rigorous they are with that.
It looks like hopefully we do see this Sombra Doomfist composition from Samclan Outcasts. However, we are seeing Questionmark running their own Sombra goats, which we haven't yet seen from them. However, let's hope it works. We see Alpha on the Sombra, very good DPS player. A very good Zarya player also. However, are we gonna see this rollout on the Doomfist? I really hope so.
I hope so too, yeah. We know you love your Doomfist. Doomfist is a great hero, and here he comes actually. Jimsap coming out on Doomfist. It looks like he's sticking with them.
Oh, hopefully as well. We just kind of see him spy check the Sombra. You do not want to get hacked by the Sombra if you are Jimsap, especially if you are caught making a dive. Toast actually manages to get the stun onto the pin. Jimsap trying to get some follow-up there, but nothing actually comes out of it. Toast getting dangerously low. However, he manages to survive. KLD with a clutch charge onto Koja there. And it looks like the hack's coming in from Alpha as well onto Jimsap. There he is. And it looks like Questionmark are going to be going to their spawn once again. KLD with that aggressive Reinhardt playstyle.
What a huge defense by Questionmark there. I mean, I didn't see Samsam do much of an aggressive play in there. They kind of tried to shuffle around the right side for them with the statue, but they ended up with the double stun. It was really well played again by Toast, who's playing it real well to stun that albino Ryan and to kind of get that shield out of the way so the rest of the team could push through.
Yeah, also we do see shatters and nano boosts coming in from both sides. Maybe nearly a Graviton Surge for Halo, just coming in nearly, and also an EMP. Questionmark certainly have the ultimate advantage, but they have the Shatter coming in, manages to find the pick onto Raiden and Koja, but there's a Doomfist in your face, and there's not much you can do about it unless the clutch EMP comes in and they win the fight. However, Alpha Gamer going down to his own likes. That's not going to be good for Samclan Outcasts here. Questionmark hold once again. However, they need to wait for these Reinhardts to get back. Taxi!
Once again, that was really well played by Questionmark. You saw Albino at the end, how he was just getting bullied by Questionmark. He didn't get the chance to really use his shatter or do much. But speaking of ultimates, Samsam are coming through with 3 quite large ultimates.
Oh, there is one. Halo with the Graviton Surge managed to find the pick onto Jumsap. 2 picks already coming in for Questionmark, and it looks like they're just going to be going back. They're just like, all right, we got picked. Let's use some ultimates of our own next.
This is going to be once again a roll, and this is really an important push, or these are some important pushes for Samsam, since I think this is the deciding attack. I think that if they lose this, they will end in 4th position, which is not what they want here. So Albino coming through, he's going to have to try to play a bit more defensive with that aggressive Toasty trying to get through. Yeah, Jinsap looking for an opportunity to use his ultimate.
Also, I want to take a look at Streeball here. He's hiding because this EMP is about to come in and he knows. KLD doesn't care though. He's just going to shatter anyway and just get the double fire strike kill. However, you just used 3 ultimates in that push. And Samclan Outcast are almost coming up to 5 here. And if Albino builds another shatter in this push, it could be 6 ultimates for Samclan Outcast. That's something you definitely want to be careful
of. Yeah. Samclan Outcast are playing quite well actually on saving the ultimates. They've got a minute left, so they've got some time to maneuver. I just want to point out that anti-nade by Dave. He's been on point all day with his anti-nades, and that really did make that last fight.
Dave has been playing super well all this series. I just can't get enough of this flex support genius. However, KLD going down to the hands of Alpha Gamer 92 with the EMP, with the Graviton Surge also coming in. Jumpstart with the Meteor Strike onto Strebber as well. It looks like Samclan Outcast are just going to muscle their way in with all those ultimates.
Yeah, that was a huge turnover by Samclan. They looked a bit pushed back at the start, came through with all the ultimates, which I guess is what you can expect when they had almost a big 6 ultimates. It was good to see a Doomfist kill with that Meteor Punch. Not something we see a lot, usually used to kind of get out of fights, but there he used it in an aggressive way, and it did pay off.
However, Questionmark are actually looking for a recontest here, and they actually managed to find Jumsab and KLD onto Albino as well. EMP also coming in from Alpha, and they might just clutch this. KLD also coming in with the shatter, and it looks like a complete team wipe, apart from Koja, who is trying to get on the sound barrier.
Oh, wow.
Questionmark actually managed to find the map and the series. Well done to Questionmark, you have secured 3rd place.
That was incredible. I didn't think they were going to go for the recontest, but at the last second, I think the Sombra went round the back, touched the point, and then they all sped in, used their ults. I think there was a shatter coming out from KLD, which was a real success. Again, KLD getting the play of the game. He's really a good star player there.
Yeah, I think Questionmark is just a team full of star power. They just got a little bit unlucky when they faced Indignation on that last push, which was honestly such a pressing moment. However, they've got a chance to show themselves and prove themselves against Samclan Outcast. So bad luck for Samclan Outcast. You guys did play well, but Questionmark are going to take this 3rd place. Well done.
Yeah, well done to Questionmark and well done to Samclan. I think they were slightly lower in SR, but they did play really respectably well. They were just a little bit on the back foot throughout that whole series, kind of letting Questionmark push them around, and it was very unlucky for them, but I can see them turning into a very good team in the future.
Of course. And is there anything else that you'd like to say about this match?
I mean, it was kind of a role for Questionmark. They played very well, especially the Dave, who's playing on the Ana, who seems a bit underrated, but his anti-nades throughout these 2 series that we've cast have been incredible. Of course, with KDL's big Chad plays, he's just really kind of pushed everything through. I just think the Questionmark were a little bit tighter on everything they did. Their rotations, they're pushing in and out. They didn't make any accidental moves like Albino, who kind of pushed in on that payload a bit too early when Questionmark were pushing on the offense. So I think that they were just a bit tighter and a bit better coordinated, which is really what led them towards the win.
All right. And yeah, so I just think we just saw some excellent Overwatch here. Especially,
Agreed.
I want to take a shout out to Alpha as well, who has been performing on that Zarya and also on the Sombra play as well. We've seen some pin-perfect hacks on there and some also perfect aim from Alpha as well. He's been clutch all the time, and especially with the Dave on that Ana, healing him up when he's on Zarya and setting up those anti-nades for Alpha to go in for easy kills. Well done to Questionmark.
Agreed. All of Questionmark deserves a shout out there. Even Toasty with the Brigitte play. I mean, it was just an incredible show of skill. Unlucky that they didn't make it through to the finals, but I'm sure they'll be very happy to claim 3rd place. Okay, I think it's looking like we're gonna end the broadcast or the VOD. I'll let you wrap it up, George.
All right, so I have been George of Watch.
I've been Skyscraper. You can find me on Discord, Skykraper2101. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you very much for watching Oversalt's tournament.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.